A while ago when I was old, my friend asked me why we live. I looked at him and said that my best answer is based on my opinion. Then I told him what I could. We both stopped walking, and so there we stood. I said it's all about doing what we think is good. We pay too much attention on trying to reach perfection when we should really use our time to savor every second. Cause we live for one another, for our mothers and our brothers, for our family and friends, for our enemies and lovers. We also live to dream, and right when we pull down the covers, all to be seen would be useless things without a color. I looked at the gate and said, come on, we have to run. So off we went to the car where I was reminded when the bell had rung. See, a lot of my friends have asked me, Isaac, why do we live? What's the meaning of living? And pretty much tell them this: I live for you, and you live for me. We live for her, and she lives for he who lives for the sake of living, for others who breathe. We live for us, and that's how it's meant to be. I live for you, and you live for me. We live for her, and she lives for he who lives for the sake of living, for others who breathe. We live for us, and that's how it's meant to be. See, we live for the joy of living, and we live for love. Love for our friends, love for above, love for our family, and love for humanity. Are you understanding me? We live for our fantasy, for our hopes and dreams, and as long as we have our sanity. For any of you who feel depressed, I live for you now happily. Live, go out, and be free from doubt, because really living is what life's about. If you get what I'm saying, then you're on the right route. You're on the right road. You can't be controlled. This is your life, and if you've been told that living life to the fullest is a big waste of time, then tell them that they have no life and that you will be fine. And you will. Trust me, eventually everything in your life will be beyond perfect. Pocket lint and buttons are the only things that are worthless. So believe me when I say that you have a purpose. Cause I live for you, and you live for me. We live for her, and she lives for he who lives for the sake of living, for others who breathe. We live for us, and that's how it's meant to be. I live for you, and you live for me. We live for her, and she lives for he who lives for the sake of living, for others who breathe. We live for us, and that's how it's meant to be. See, I live for you, because without me, then like no one else's lives would be the same. And without you, mine wouldn't be the same either. Without just one person, all it takes is one person, and our lives wouldn't be the same. It's really important that we value life. There's really nothing else like it. No matter how hard we could think, how hard we could try to recreate life, or try to just bring someone back to life, we can't really forget the value of a life lived. Shout out to GallonsProductions for letting me use this instrumental. Shout out to Gilbert, Reina West, Noel, Noe Lopez, and my best friend, one of my best friends, Marissa.